blenders with ice.
So are all the grapes in the same place? Or like that's a huge operation.
Right.
One out of every 4 bottles essentially drink in the world, right?
In the U.S.
In the U.S.
is down.
In the U.S.
But yeah, we have vineyards all over the place, from like all the way down in like Santa Barbara, all the way up to like Lake County and beyond, like north of Napa and Sonoma. So we like the vineyards all over the place, and have anywhere from like super inexpensive box wine that costs $2 to $120 Cabernets. So a very wide range. Yeah, it's cool to be like able to sell to kind of anybody. To someone who wants to go party in their frat house, give them like Franzia or whatever equivalent that we have, or sell to like a high-end steakhouse a nice bottle of Napa Cabernet kind of thing. So.
To that end, what's like one piece of advice that you'd give to somebody who's interested in learning more about wine, but that they're very intimidated by how large and ever-changing the world is?
Right. So actually, I brought this book to show everyone. This is my copy of Wine Folly. I would highly recommend that you guys jot the name down. It's by this wonderful woman named Madeleine Fouquet, and she was actually a graphic designer before going in. And so all the pages are like very colorful and like are all about graphics and seeing it.
It's my speed.
Yeah, it is. And this is the kind of book where you're not going to read it cover to cover ever, but if you just have it like on your bookshelf in your kitchen, and when you're opening that bottle of wine you just randomly picked from the store, you bring it home, and it's a Sauvignon Blanc, you turn to the Sauvignon Blanc page, and you kind of learn a little bit about what to expect in the taste, the different places where it comes from, what to pair with it. So there's a lot of like practical knowledge. And I found like first getting into wine, that really helped, was to just kind of put some words to what I was tasting, and to think about how to pair it with food, and to like think of the couple of places that it came from.
Is this like an industry standard favorite, or is this like a Jimmy favorite?
I think both. It's like I think it's widely accepted as a great way to get into wine, and I think Madeleine's done a beautiful job making wine that has so many like connotations of being elitist and fancy and bougie, and she makes it like super, like she very much democratizes it and makes it very simple for somebody at any level. Like someone that's like a master somm can open this and like learn something new about the subtle differences in flavor, whereas someone that's never tasted wine before can like oh, like Cabernet Sauvignon's a red grape, Malbec's a red grape kind of thing. So yeah, I would highly recommend this to
Yeah, I think in addition to that, just like all the resources that we have in this world today. So like Vivino is a super awesome app, Vivino. Basically, you can go to a liquor store or anywhere that sells a bottle of wine at home, at your parents' house, and you can take a picture of the label, and it populates like where you can get it locally, what it is, what the grapes are, how much it can go for, the ratings. You can look up in your charts in the area, you can look up top wines based on price point. So I think that we have a lot of tools. I think Madeleine and Wine Folly is awesome because, like Jimmy said, it kind of brings it down to be really understandable. And I'm a very big visual learner, so she's awesome with maps, and like I love to see where things come from and like kind of hold it in my hand. So like they're great. There's a lot of resources out there, and there's just so much to learn. Like whether it's subscribing to Wine Spectator or getting Vivino or just Googling like today's wine topics and wine trends, you can learn a lot. I mean, the last 2 years has been about like rosé and the new things like orange wine and all these like hip trends that even if we didn't learn about them and talk about them every day, it's like it gets overwhelming for sure. So I think it's just taking it step by step and knowing that the wine world can be really intimidating, and I hate the stigma of like the asshole somm going into everything, and like you have to wear a buttoned-up suit and a jacket, and like I go to work sometimes and like don't tell HR, but I go to work in like jeans and boots sometimes and like a button-up just like this, and like a cool blazer, and I like to be fun with it, and I'm selling to like steakhouses and country clubs. Jimmy always wears his pin, like even a t-shirt, it's like super weird, but so yeah, so there's a lot of resources basically is what I'm trying to get to say. It's an intimidating world, but it shouldn't be, and all it takes is a little bit of time to educate yourselves.
Well, your shirts are really nice.
Yeah.
Great shirts.
I would also recommend just when you're getting into wine, when you pick out that bottle of wine, not only referencing it in your wine folly, but just like writing down like what wine it is, like what the grape is, because that's a great way to like figure out what it is that you like. And I think that everybody's palate changes over time, just like genetically, and your food preferences will always change. And I can remember like 3 years ago really getting into wine for the first time, and that like one bottle of really young Malbec from Argentina was like my favorite wine forever. And like I go back to that, it's still good, but it wasn't like the mind-blowing, like earth-moving experience that it was back in that one particular moment. So like just tracking what you like to drink and always kind of exploring other wines, and also talking to like wine shop employees to like describe to them what you like, what you're going to eat, because they can be a huge resource and kind of pointing you in the right direction of what to get on that particular day. So
Awesome. Well, we are very excited to put share in your knowledge in a little bit when we have a little tasting for everyone here a little later in the show. And we want to thank you again so much for coming. Thank you.